Hi everybody, this is Anthony, and today we've got a really cool video for you. Just think about the community that we have, the performing arts that we have, the number of actors which is growing exponentially every single day, every year. We get more and more people coming into the arts, and hopefully more money and things coming into the arts, and it's making it a wonderful place to be. But also consider that social media has made it easier to get access to that community. So what happens when you get these two things together? You've got this awesome community here, hello, lots of people and actors, and you've got Twitter and Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram. What happens if they come together? Well, today I've got the wonderful Kate Davies with us today, and we're going to be talking about something that she has come up with very recently, Showreel Share Day. So I'm really excited about this because it's been an awesome thing. Kate has been an actress for the last 17 years, taken numerous lead roles in short films and features, not just here in the UK, but also touring in Europe. I hope I'm getting all this right, Kate. The latest thing that she's been featured in is Escape from Cannibal Farm, which is coming out this year. Sounds very interesting, so look out for that. But she's also a huge champion of the performing arts and actors and actresses in that regard. Very vocal on Twitter. I've been following her for some time, and very recently she did something very bold but incredibly imaginative, and it's brought the community together onto social media and created this amazing thing, like I said, called Showreel Share Day. So, Kate, hello, welcome, and could you, first off, tell us a little bit more about it? So what exactly is Showreel Share Day?
I would love to. Thank you so much for asking. Showreel Share Day is essentially, it's the name of a hashtag that we use on Twitter. Now, what this hashtag has done is given power to actors of all different levels in the industry the opportunity to showcase their work using Twitter, something they don't have to pay for, something they can upload. It actually started about a year ago. A lot of people don't realise, but the recent Showreel Share Day, which I'm sure we'll talk about more in a moment, was actually the fourth one that I've done now.
Oh, wow.
So it's something that's grown as we've gone through, and something that I've tried to rework as we've gone through. But to backtrack, one day I'd come up with a showreel, and I was actually pleased with it. And it's not something I'm always pleased with. It's kind of a thing for actors. We work really hard on these things. We get it all together, and we're a little bit afraid to actually show it off, which is a bit strange because it's called a showreel at the end of the day. Anyway, on this occasion, I was actually quite pleased with mine, and I wanted to just share it out on Twitter, as I do with a lot of things. I like to engage with my followers quite a lot, sure, and what I'm working on. But I have to admit, when I went to go to post it, I just felt it looked a little bit self-absorbed to just go, look everyone, here's my showreel, and kind of just sit there and wait for what I would imagine would be lots of different feedback, maybe constructive, which could be good, but a little bit nerve-wracking too. So I thought actually would ease the blow of that would be if I put it on a hashtag like Showreel Share Day and just encourage other actors to join me, then I wouldn't feel quite so vulnerable.
You're all kind of going out there all at once together. Yeah, okay.
Mostly. So this is about a year ago. I did that. Other actors that I was sort of following and followed me on Twitter were like, oh, that sounds cool, I'll submit mine as well. And the next thing you know, I had messages of friends saying, Kate, you do realise this is trending on Twitter now. I was like, what? I just couldn't believe it. So basically, for anyone who doesn't understand trending, if enough people talk about something at the same moment, it becomes the talk of the internet within whatever area you're looking at. So anyway, that was some time ago. I tried quite a few since. Now, a few months ago when I did the one, I guess it was just some time after the summer, it got bigger and better again. But this time we had some of the top theatrical agents in the world. We had United Agents, Conway Van Gelder, Curtis Brown, Troika. They were all tweeting about it at the same time. It literally spiraled to a point where we felt like we had the eyes of everyone.
Wow.
Did United Agents publicly tweet that they were enjoying it and that they were enjoying watching actors work. They actually followed me back on Twitter, which meant a lot to me at the time. And then they direct messaged me afterwards saying how much they absolutely loved it. They wanted more of a heads up for future occasions, and they just basically wanted to be kept in the loop because it's something that they weren't used to seeing. So this actually then motivated me to do the recent one, which was just the other week. knowing that we had this kind of audience watching our work, I've been pushing now for the last 6 months or so to just make sure that actors were getting their show reels absolutely on peak, so that, you know, with the knowledge that they were going to get their work seen by people that, you know, they could write to them every day for the rest of their life and never get a response because these people are so busy, you know, they're big important agents, and yet these agents are saying, yes, show us your work. So yeah, it was an opportunity to go, come on everyone, start the new year, you know, proactively, get your show reels up together and let's get sharing, which is exactly what they did. So
it was really amazing to see, because obviously I got wind of it because I follow you on Twitter, but to actually sit there, I use TweetDeck when I'm at home and I've got the computer on. I'll stick it on a monitor and just kind of, it's on there at the side, just kind of in a little stream, like the Matrix, you know, little messages. There's 140 characters, but to see that start, literally, obviously there was a buzz the night before, but it was like it was as soon as dawn. You know, I wasn't up that early, by the way, but it's as soon as people were like up, it was like, right, okay, I'm on it, post, and you couldn't keep up with the, I mean, I don't know, maybe I need a bigger monitor. I don't know how you did, but you couldn't keep up with the quantity of people's tweets. Something actually is interesting. We've spoken about this on the phone beforehand. You've obviously it's for actors and performers alike, you know, to get those people that use show reels to get their recent work out there, hopefully to be spotted by someone who's looking for what they've got to offer. And obviously a lot of people are familiar with things like hashtags and stuff, but it was evident that not everybody was utilizing the hashtag as best they could. We spoke briefly about this. Talk a little bit about how or what was the best way, the ones that came out the best. I think it was how video auto starts.
Yes, yeah, great. Well, again, because I knew as each one had gone by that we were actually on to something here, and the actors were quite excited to get involved in Showreel Share Days. I did feel that there was a bit of a responsibility to try and find out the best way to start doing it. It kind of taken on this sort of natural course. And anyway, I looked at a few other help videos on the internet. There were some very active tweeters. There's a guy called Chris Stone who has a film company. He tweets and talks a lot about showreel services. And one thing that cropped up was that there was a kind of Twitter hack, they called it, where if you can get a video within 2 minutes and 19 seconds, you can actually upload it directly to Twitter. So wow. If you try and upload any video to Twitter, what it will do is it will have this little bar across the file, and you have to kind of stretch it out and trim so that it literally can't go over that length. So we thought, I say we because the whole community really did come up with everything. I can't take full credit for it all. The best idea to do was actually practice getting our showreels down to that length so that we could upload the whole thing to Twitter so that it would autoplay. Now, when it autoplays, what's wonderful is you scroll down your timeline on Twitter.
Yeah.
Videos start playing the second you kind of highlight them. So if you're a casting director, a filmmaker, an agent, you can't help but see these actors' work. You don't even have to go out of your way. You've got to do nothing to see it. It's right there. So it's really convenient for everyone involved. And you actually only have to watch the showreel properly if you click on it, and then you can hear it as well. So it's great. It's like a brilliant little preview into the showreel. But another thing that was really great from this is actually we found that the length of the showreel being condensed down to that actually made the showreels a lot more interesting to watch anyway. It's a really good practice overall to have these sort of sharp and snappy showreels.
Something of much debate, obviously, isn't it? The length of a showreel and what you should include in it. But yeah. We're keeping it down. Basically, what you're saying is that if you're keeping it down short and sweet, first off, you're more likely to get noticed on Twitter when you're using a hashtag.
Yes.
Because as people scroll down on mobile devices or on the desktop, it's going to autoplay. So that's a big one. But also keeping it short and sweet means they're more likely to watch the whole thing, I'm presuming.
Yeah, well, after Showreel Share Day ended the other day, I put a couple of polls up on Twitter so you can sort of list your own question and put a selection of answers and get the general kind of feedback. And I was sort of asking people, when you watch a showreel, do you watch the whole thing? Do you tend to just watch the first 10 seconds, then skip through all the different bits? It was quite a mixed bag, but what you do tend to find is people do actually sit and watch all showreels, the whole length of it, which I'm pleased to say. But I wonder if that would be the case if they were sort of 5 minutes long. Some showreels can be. I think our best way to kind of deal with that, and something I'm trying to do myself here, is I have a long, kind of more thorough showreel which will sit on my Spotlight account or my website.
Yeah.
Where if people have actually gone out of their way to take an interest in you specifically, they can sit down and watch the Kate Davies show if they want. It's about 5 or 6 minutes long. If they really, really want to do that, it's there. But to get their interest in the first place, you really just want to think of it as almost like a trailer for you. You know, that tiny little show reel is what's going to suck them in and make them, you know, hopefully pay attention. And also if they've got, let's say they're scrolling down, they've got 3 auto playing show reels at once, they can cherry pick from that pretty quickly. You know, it's a really quick way to make a judgment when you've got these tiny little sharp reels. So I actually think having one of both is really beneficial to actors. So that'll be something I'll probably bang on more about to the Twitter followers of both of my accounts as we get closer to the next Showreel Share Day when it comes on.
That's excellent. Really, I mean, it is brilliant advice. But so we've kind of been talking future tense a little bit, haven't we? So let's talk a little bit now about what the future plans are for this hashtag. You've obviously been doing it for a while now, but it really took off on the last run. Are there plans to do it again? What's the short-term plans and on the long-term plans? Tell us a little bit about that.
I guess first and foremost, I absolutely want to do it again. There's no reason not to at all. It was such just a lovely thing. You know, the messages of gratitude from everyone, from actors and filmmakers and casting directors, was incredible. And I loved it. You know, I likened it to being like Christmas Day in my household. It was a really good positive energy, which you don't get often enough in our industry. So there's no doubt about it that I would like to do it again. Some people would like us to do them more frequently, but I kind of want to stick to my guns at the moment and maybe keep them every kind of 5 or 6 months or so, because I think that actors need more time to rework their show reels. You know, those reels that are posted currently can be seen anytime. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Won't get rid of them. So people can still review those when they want. But now we've got the opportunity to work on them and improve them for next time. Kind of because I feel like this responsibility has now happened and I want to be part of it. I'm just trying to see what I can do with it. I've just bought the website showreelshareday.com.
Okay.
And it's very much a work in progress. It's something I've not tried to do before. And I'm just using my my extra Twitter handle, which is Showreel Share, which I also just set up, to try and partner the two together, because I would like between the two connections to find a way for me to constantly keep people up to date with what I feel is going to work with future events, but also for people, if they've got suggestions or they want to collaborate, meet each other, generally benefit from the social side of it all, they've got a hub to do that. So that's kind of my plan at the moment. I'm
just showing everybody watching, basically we've got, I'm showing the Twitter now. This is the new Twitter account that Kate's just talking about there, Showreel Share. It looks really exciting. I'm actually just going to do, while I'm on here actually, let's just really quickly, because I said we were going to do this. We're actually going to search for this, I say live, but we're recording this, but live. Look, I just put hashtag show and it's straight up there. How useful is that? Showreel Share Day.
There we are.
That's the main man, Lee. I know Lee quite well on Twitter. He's very popular out there. There you are. Look, Kate, look, you're at the top. So I'm just going to kind of scroll down here as best I can. I mean, we're just there's great examples here, Miranda, just randomly. In fact, is that Chris? I think that is actually no, it's one of Chris's, is it? I don't know. Anyway, but auto starting. Again, auto starting. So these people here have managed to get there. That's 2 minutes 12 there. Amy Kinder. I want to say Kinder.
Kinder.
Oh, Amy, I'm so sorry. Now this is what we were talking about. We've got excellent. Someone's put their show reel. It's super, but it's just a link. So it's great and everything, but
you're less inclined to click on that, aren't you? I bet
you're less inclined to click on it, as is always the way with social media these days. It's always about image and also as John. I mean, you do. As I'm going through, I am slowing down as I get to these auto start these auto start show reels. There's some great stuff there. So that's enough of that. But it just kind of goes to show exactly the point that Kate was making there about how best to use it. I saw a tweet up there that looked like it was rules for Showreel Share Day. Where can we find that?
I posted the other day to basically it's kind of an entrance to the new Twitter handle. So that I hate the word rules, you know, I was really agonizing over that. I don't own anything and I don't want to dictate anything, but all I'm trying to do is pass on things that I believe will make each one bigger and better. So I had to just put a couple of things down. I can guarantee they won't necessarily be, you know, people won't stick to that, but at least I feel that if I put those there, I'm giving some people the opportunity to do it the way that I feel is more effective on the day. So I posted a couple of things down, but it's basically within keeping it within that time length that we've just discussed. But another important thing that I think happened with some people is they wondered why their showreel wasn't shared or retweeted and favorited as much as everyone else's. And I mean, I don't know the answer to that, but my guess would be that actually the people who shared the most showreels got the most return for their shares.
Yeah.
Because, you know, once someone looks at your page, if you get a notification and it says someone's retweeted you, you tend to click on their page and have a look who it is.
Yeah.
They've got an auto looping showreel and then you share theirs. So I think that's something that I really want to encourage. I mean, I don't necessarily recommend retweeting as much as I did on Showreel Share Day because I got banned from Twitter for an hour.
Of course, there is also something else that people can do as well. And I'll just, again, I'm going to flip back to, if I can find where it was. I'm going to flip back to our, here we are back on Showreel Share Day on Twitter. Just so people know that you can actually pin a tweet to the top of your Twitter profile, and this pinned tweet will also appear on mobile devices. Okay, so it's really easy to do. You can do it on your mobile or on your tablet. You can do it online. So to do that, all I would do is, this is one of my random tweets. I've already got a tweet pinned up there. I kind of want to keep that, but there's a little arrow, and you click on it. It says more. And it says here, pin to your profile page. It's one click and you confirm after that. And that then pins any one of your tweets, any tweet you want, to the top of your profile. And it will stay there until you either unpin it or you replace it with something else. For actors, if you've just updated your headshot, if you've, and more importantly, if you've got a show reel and it's under 2 minutes 19 seconds, get it on top of your profile. It needs to be up there. That's your advertising.
I completely agree. And if I may just show something, you won't be able to see the details here, but here's my Twitter page with also my pinned reel. It's already played out, that's why it's paused here.
Sure.
But this will blow me away. Now underneath, you can click on the tiny little lines that say view tweet activity. I click on that and it tells you how many impressions your showreel's had. So how many times that video has been viewed since Showreel Share Day. My showreel uploaded and watched by everyone, impressions 116,667 times since Showreel Share Day.
Bonkers.
I wouldn't be getting that posted on a spotlight page, you know. So you know, I really, really have to put across what a big deal it is for actors to be able to take advantage of social media and getting your work seen, you know, by a lot of people. So yeah, I'm excited about doing many, many more.
It's incredibly exciting. Kate, I think we'll wrap it up there. Thank you so much for taking time out on a Friday night as well. Bless you. Bless your heart.
And I had more to do. I wasn't here talking to you. I'll probably be just on Twitter anyway. It's been thank you much for taking an interest and for inviting me.
Oh, no. My background's in performing arts anyway, and my heart's always been there and always will be, no matter what I do. But just seeing somebody promote other artists, you know, we're not all going for the same part, so it makes sense to help and support each other on this journey. We are all learning, and it's kind of goosebumpy and tingly at all the same time watching this happen live on Twitter. But there's some great tips on there. What I'll do just below or above, depending on where this gets posted, I'll share those links out. So to the new Twitter profile, Showreel Share, that Kate set up. You can follow that and get updates on when the next event will be. Also links and tips and advice on how to get the best out of your show reel. I'm sure Kate's going to be putting plenty of stuff up there over the coming weeks as she kind of develops the idea further. If you want any other information or help or guidance, feel free to get in touch with us. And that's it. Thanks again to Kate Davies.
Thank you.
Look out, hashtag Share Day, Showreel Share Day. I promise you there's only water in this mug. It's a bit tricky to say. But again, thanks again to everybody and take care. All the best. Bye-bye.